the audience if you would jiggle the eye. So a lot of people are curious. Raise your hand if you say, this is too much, we've done plenty of surgery, we're done, we're going home. Okay. And raise your hand if you said no, but you want to see me jiggle the eye. That usually gets everybody. So here I go. I'm jiggling the eye, and it doesn't move. So the reason this is such a nice case for me is I don't have a series, a randomized controlled trial with 100 eyes. I just have this one eye, the exact same lens in the same eye, but it's in two different locations. One, it's in the bag, one, it's in the sulcus. And this is teaching us a lesson. And that is putting the haptics in the sulcus gives me 2-point fixation that I didn't have relying only on the zonules. Almost like I sutured the haptic to the ciliary body. All right, so you don't believe me? Let's do another case. Look at this lens jiggle. It's in the bag, pseudoexfoliation, it's just floating in there. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to pull it out, bring it up, first into the anterior chamber, and then one by one, each haptic into the sulcus, because I don't want to have a situation where there's one in and one out of the capsular bag. And we take out the viscoelastic, and then let's do the same test. Now, ideally, I'd want the haptics in the horizontal meridian because we have saccadic movements laterally, not so much up and down. And there, once again, it's stable, and I buttonholed the optic through there. So this has become a very common strategy that I use because, sure, there are lots of things that you'll hear about, different ways to do this. But a lot of us aren't, comfortable with it, or we don't have these rings, these modified CTRs in our office. And this, to me, is an underutilized option. Here we have a traumatic cataract with a zonular dialysis. So I'm putting a 3-piece acrylic in, but I know I'm missing support up at the top of the screen, so let's put it in the sulcus. This happens to be a Zeiss Lucia, which I can use as a Yamane technique if I decide or if it ever dislocates or becomes loose, but I capture it. Before I capture, I aspirate viscoelastic and then push the optic down, because otherwise I'll trap it there and it'll push the optic forward with a myopic surprise, and there it is. And then finally, one more case here. Look at the weakness here, the whole bag is moving. And so when I have diffuse zonulopathy as well, and here's a different type of capsular retractor, my preference for many years now is to put in a 3-piece acrylic, put the haptics in the sulcus. In this case, I'm going to try to put them at 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock so that they're actually stabilizing the lens with that 2-point fixation with horizontal saccadic motions. I still put in the CTR because I want to resist contracture and I want to spread things out. And then look here, this rhexis, I made it small because I was having trouble controlling it, but if I want to capture the optic, this is optional. I think I could have done it without, but I didn't have anything else better to do at this stage, so I'm going to enlarge the rhexis a little bit more to help me with the capture. Now the one thing is I put a little viscoelastic to separate the anterior capsule and the iris. Remember, if I just capture the optic and don't take out the viscoelastic, it's going to distend the bag. The optic will be forward, and I'll get a little bit of a myopic shift and surprise. So after I put each haptic in the sulcus, okay, and I'm making sure the haptic goes in front of the anterior capsule. You'll see me go in, aspirate a little viscoelastic, and then I capture it. Why capturing it? Four advantages. Number one, we prevent capsulorhexis contracture. 2, we get better centration in case the haptics are not long enough. The third benefit is we prevent rotation of the lens, that if it was in the sulcus could keep rotating till one haptic went through a zonular dialysis. And then the fourth benefit, and there you see haptics at 3 and 9, and then you'll see me push the iris back to confirm that I really do have optic capture. And the fourth benefit is then the optic is technically behind the anterior capsule, so we don't have to do a adjustment of the power. So underutilized technique. These are the 3 benefits. And I'll put some brochures for the book that Amar mentioned, and Amar is the associate editor. 70 chapters IOL fixation without a proper capsular bag. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Nanti